Hi, and welcome to another episode of the Flavorful Gourmet. Today we're going to make lentil soup. It's a nice hearty soup that's full of vegetables and herbs and very simple and easy to make. It's kind of gloomy today here in Houston, so I thought this was the perfect dish given that it's on the chillier side and we have rain. So if you're looking to make a super simple, easy soup, let's get started. So first, I just took about 1 cup of lentils, which is also roughly about half a pound, and I boiled that for 20 minutes in a vegetable chicken broth. I like to do that because I like to keep my lentils on the softer side. Otherwise, if you cook your lentils later on in the soup for the entire time, the lentils will get very mushy and the rest of your veggies will be soggy as well. And so I like to have my lentils on the softer side, so I go ahead and pre-boil those for about 20 minutes. So that's just lentils boiled in chicken broth. Let's get started. I have about 1 tablespoon of olive oil, and I'm just going to go ahead and get that heated in my pot. So I put that on about medium heat. So while the olive oil is heating, just show you guys some of our ingredients. What I have here is 1/3 cup each of white onion, green bell pepper, orange bell pepper, and red bell pepper. So I'm just going to get that right into my skillet. And I have my pan at about medium heat. So we'll just let that start to heat up and simmer, and that will get our veggies sweating. Give those a quick stir. Okay, so our vegetable has sauteed for about a minute or two. Just kind of stirred that a few times. And now that that's been sauteing, to that I'm going to add 1 package of already cooked pork sausage. So if you guys can see that, I'm just using original fully cooked pork sausage there. I'm going to give that another stir. And the reason I like to saute my sausage in a little bit with those veggies is because the sausage will also continue to release a little more flavor into our soup here. And if you're not a fan of pork, you can also use a beef sausage, a chicken sausage, or you can also make this vegetarian. Completely leave the sausage out of it. Now, what I'm about to add, if y'all can see this, is 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, 1/4 teaspoon of fine salt, 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, and 2 bay leaves. So I'm just going to add that right to my pot here. Give it a nice stir. See? As I was saying, this soup is really simple to make. In less than 45 minutes, you can have a hearty lentil soup. Okay, so our sausage, peppers, onions, and spices are kind of blended there. Give it another quick stir. That looks awesome. Now I'm going to add in, I have 1 whole chopped white potato and 1 large carrot that I've just peeled and chopped as well. Now that that's well blended, I'm going to go ahead and gradually add in my lentils here. Now you want to be careful when you're doing this, because since you've already started by pre-boiling your lentils, if you chose to do that, this is very hot liquid and you don't want to burn yourself. The other thing that you can do is, if you don't want to pre-boil the lentils, you just start by combining all of these ingredients in the pot at the same time, and you will let it boil for about 45 minutes to soften your lentils. So there's our chicken broth and our lentils going in. I like to put potatoes in my soup because, like I said, I wanted to make this a nice hearty soup. So the potatoes plus the lentils makes this a little heavier than normal. We're just going to let that continue cooking and coming to a boil. And I'm going to just roughly chop some parsley. Okay. This is about 2 sprigs of parsley that I've just roughly chopped, and I'm going to go ahead and add that to my soup. And there we have it. Everything is in our pot. So I'm going to let this boil for about 20 minutes, and that should make our potatoes and carrots nice and tender and continue to soften the lentils. Now, if you all notice, I use very little salt in this recipe, and that's because I feel like chicken broth as well as the sausage contain enough sodium and brings flavor to the soup. So you can adjust your spices to your liking, but I enjoy flavor and not a lot of salt. So this has started to boil. So I'm just going to let this cook. I'm going to turn it down to a low setting. I'm going to just cover that, set my timer, and let that cook. All right, so in about 20 minutes, our soup will be finished. Okay, so it's been about 20 minutes and it's time to check our soup. Smells delicious, very bright and colorful, full of good, healthy nutrients.